9 golden tips to retain your employees and boost up their productivity. Myself Prasad Kadam, and I have brought this video to you on the request of the many people and many friends who are saying that Prasad, there's a lot of problem that people are not remaining stable in the organization, they are leaving the organization. One of the important point because of which the people leave the organization is the manager. It says that employee does not leaves the company, he leaves the manager. So here, one of the most important thing which comes on the shoulder as a responsibility on the shoulder of the manager is that he has to take care that his team should love him, his team should be caring for him, his team should held him responsible, held him and convert him and think him as a leader. So what are the 9 important things every manager should do so that his team wants to stay in the company, wants to work with him, at the same time there has to be productive. I have divided this 9 thing on a broader head, the 3 heads, which is personal needs, social needs, and third thing is financial need. If you ask me, the first important thing here is a personal need. So what are the 3 key points which you have to do in the personal needs? First and foremost important is, as a boss, we should try to find out how the person is, in his individual life, in his personal life. What are the things which he is having at home? What are his conditions are there? How many people are staying with him? When the birthdays are there? When is the celebration points? What about his father and mother? Whether he's staying in a good place, whether he's staying in not a good place, right? What are the things he's enjoying? What are the things his hobbies? What are his hobbies and interests? So once you know these things, you will find out this person is a totally different person, and you will understand how to treat and deal with this kind of person. Right. The second important point is once you know this thing, right? Once you know this thing, then you will start to get empathize with him. When I'm saying empathizing means it means going into the shoes of the person and understanding his conditions. His condition as a personal level you understand. Then second thing you have to understand as a official or professional level. What kind of work he's doing? How much time it would take to complete this? What are the skill sets? What are the mindset you should have while you're doing this kind of work? That is called as this empathizing. You should understand these are the things which has been needed to complete this job, and you have to see to that all the things has been provided. Right? Some of the job needs that you have to take some decisions. At that point, you as a boss, as a manager, think that I should empower my subordinate. I should empower the person so that he can take his own decisions. Right? You can set a matrix for him so that this is the way. If this is the condition, you can take this decision. If this is the condition, you can take this decision. You can lay down a matrix so that he can take the decision, which will also improve his empowerment. He will feel empowered. He will feel that yes, I am one of the important person of the organization, and I can work in this, and I can take the own decisions. That is the second important point. The third important point is that appreciate every small thing he does for the organization. Though small it is, just appreciate. And when you appreciate it, see to that you are doing it very sincerely. Right? And when I'm saying sincerely, it should come from your heart. For this, the manager has to build that skill that you have to appreciate. When I'm saying appreciate, that means you can also practice gratitude. Where if you're expressing gratitude towards oxygen, towards the life, to the pen, to the car, towards the decks, towards the dashboards, then you will develop a habit to appreciate your employees also. Please understand and remain that employees are the key asset of your organization. I'm again repeating it. Employees are the key asset of your organization. You cannot calculate the ROI, payback period for this, but they are the key asset. The second framework is that I'm dividing it into 3 parts. Right? The name of the framework is that social needs. The employee always has some social needs. He need to feel great in social media. He need to be connected with all the persons. As a manager, you should always try to remain connected with the person. Nowadays, it is very easy to connect with the WhatsApp and other social medias. Right? So you can be connected with the employees, but when you're connecting, you should understand that you are connecting for help. You are connecting for congratulations. You're connecting for appreciations. Don't try to do forceful work on it. Don't try to be a security guard on the social media, right? Just see to that you are try to limit the things. If you want to do something, you want to pass on some information, you can pass on the information personally. But if it comes to social media, see to that you always do the praisings, appreciations, congratulations on the social media. Second thing is that sometimes employee may have a need of flexible work hours. He may say, I need some flexibility, yeah, because of I need to go to doctor, I need to take my wife to the doctor, I need to go attend my school functions in the children. So you should understand and you should build a confidence with the employee that if you want to go something, if you do something like work like this, you can tell me. And so that he can tell you, he can bring up to the problem, and then you can allow him to go. So that he will give a feeling, okay, this is a company, this is a manager who is taking care of my social needs also. Okay. Third important thing is that always see to that you have at least one get together or picnic or party in a quarter. If possible, do it every month. If not possible, try it quarterly. Quarterly, it has to be there. And during that thing, you can it depends upon the how you are dealing with the employees. Sometimes you can say, okay, we'll call him with just employees. Sometimes you can say you can call your family also. But the get together has to be there. And try to be as formal, as casual, as casual into this party or is get together. Don't try to find out what I can get to this. Don't think for mind that okay, if I'm doing this, I'm going to get a good response from the employees and team will get, they will become productive in one day. This will not happen. You have to be patient, but this will definitely happen. The third important head in the framework is that it is about the financial incentives, financial plans. You can set with the employees and tell him that these are the things I need to get it done from the organization, and what are the things which how you can help you, how you can help me in this to achieve this target, right? Then you can tell him, okay, this is the way, okay, this is the target we need to achieve, this is the time frame, this is the constraint we are having. So based on that, we can set the target for the employees along with him and set out the criteria also. When the targets are set, when the criteria are set, and then you can ask him about what kind of resources he want. So once you give him the target, once you give him the criteria, and once you agree with the all kind of resources you are going to provide to him, then and only you can track the progress of the employees. Right? Second important thing is try to add some perk at least once a year. Please guys understand it. Try to add a perk to the employees' salary or some take home. I don't know anything. Just see to that you add something in a as a perk. This perk can be anything, right? Like a half day on your birthday party, for your birthday party, half day for your marriage anniversary. It can be gift to your child once he scores a good marks. It can be a gift on a marriage anniversary. This is a new thing you are starting. It can be once in a month. Some money can be allocated to it and hoteling for an employee. These are small perks you need to add. So he will also feel okay, this is a company which is not only connecting with me professionally, but also they want me to get connected with the family level also. And the last and foremost important thing is always think of the employee's skill development. What kind of skills you are having, what kind of skills you are needed in the organization, and how you can plan the skill development for the employees. Because every employees they just don't want that our company should grow, our only the organization grow. They also want themselves to also grow. So you should also make a growth plan for the employee also. So see to that at least he attained a 6 days workshop in an entire year. You can make it 3-3-3 or 2-2-2 or anything, but see to that at least 6 days has to be there, specially kept for the training of the employee. It can be more. This is the minimum thing I'm telling you, so that he will also feel that yes, my employer want, my organization wants myself to grow in this organization, and since they are providing the training, I am growing personally also. So these are the 9 important things which I told you. I am reiterating to you all. First is under the personal needs, they are empathize the employee, empower the employee, appreciate sincerely, try to connect with the person at a personal level, In social needs, always try to remain connected, plan a get together, provide work flexibility like work from home and time and other thing. Third is financial needs, that is, have a good incentive or performance management plan, add some perks every 6 months, and think about the skill development. These are the 9 important things. These are 9 golden tips which I am giving you, and I think this tips will be very much helpful. If you need any help in this, you can connect with me. And as I says, this you can like, share, or comment on this video. Thank you guys. Bye.